Well everyone, let's go ahead and do a little bit of a comparison between Android 15 and Android 14. Now, Android 15 has just came out in its first beta, and I always love kind of taking a look at the differences between these two versions of software, because there's definitely going to be, little differences and changes that we're going to get, and I definitely do think that for the most part, this is a very, very cool thing. Now, the first thing I'll definitely tell you is that with Android 14, this is going to be the more stable version of, an operating system right now, and it definitely makes a lot more sense to go ahead and basically just keep, Android 14 on your device rather than going up to Android 15 as of this point. I like Android 15, there's definitely lots of improvements here, but I will tell you for the most part, Android 14 is the better way to go. Now 15, its codename is Vanilla Ice Cream, which is very interesting, and we're not going to expect a full-on release of this thing until its final beta sometime later on this year. So just kind of keep that in mind in the back of your head. But I'm presumably going to say that October 9th, October 2024, that's probably when the Pixel 9s are going to come out. And that's when Android 15 is probably going to come out too. Now, some of the big changes, a couple of UI ones. Number one, it looks like we are now going to be able to, screen share or do partial screen sharing from our Android device. So this is something that's really cool. I was not able to enable this on my personal device, but it looks like within certain applications like Google Meet or whatever, we now will be able to do partial screen sharing, which I think is really cool. And this in and of itself is a very, very nice thing. Another thing that I thought Android 14 had, but I guess it's going to be improved here, is that satellite connectivity. So it looks like our particular device is going to get satellite connectivity. So if your specific cell carrier supports that type of capability, that's going to be another really cool thing going on for this particular device with Android 15. Now Android 14 is still very good in this sense too. It still has a lot of connectivity, features, but this is another really cool thing. Now, notification cooldown was another feature that I talked about a lot in these last couple of days, and it's also a very unique type of feature set on these types of devices because it allows you to kind of cool down the amount of notifications that you're getting on your device. And it kind of is like if you're like a celebrity or something and you're getting tons of notifications, I guess you're going to be getting this new type of feature, and it actually is a really nice thing. And once again, you're going to be getting that on this version of Android, where Android 14 didn't really have it. And the best way to kind of think about Android 14 versus 15 is that Android 15 can do every single thing Android 14 can do, but Android 14 cannot do every single thing that Android 15 can do. And that's just kind of the thing you have to keep in mind here, that there are some substantial differences here when it kind of comes down to it. On top of that, we're now getting better in-app camera controls on our particular device, which again is another very cool thing. So if I'm somebody who's using my camera a lot on currently my Pixel, my Google Pixels, I'm going to have a way better time of experiencing these types of features and getting these types of features on my particular device, on a Google Pixel that has Android 15 right now, than on the Android 14 side. So just like another somewhat minor thing to kind of keep in mind there too. On top of that, another big thing here is that with our, keyboards and vibration and sounds and haptics, those things are getting a little bit of an improvement here too, which again is another really cool thing. I'm very happy to see those types of features added here too. There's also a new Bluetooth pop-up, which is kind of awesome. So essentially it's like a quick tile, which allows you to go and kind of, if you want to click on it, it will allow you to kind of modify your Bluetooth toggles and your quick toggles right there in and of itself, which again is another really cool feature set going on for this particular device in and of itself once again. Now another really cool feature that we have on Android 15s is that it looks like for foldable devices, there's going to be some improvements here. So if you have some sort of a foldable phone, let's say if you have a Google Pixel Fold, and in the future if you're getting it on your Samsung Galaxy Folds, once Android 15 comes out for those, there's going to be some better improvements for these particular devices too from that particular side, which again is a really nice thing to have. On top of that, it looks like for cover screens, if you have some sort of cover screen on your device, it looks like there's going to be a little bit of an improvement there depending on which type of cover screen you have. So that might be another really cool improvement that you're getting here too. And there's going to be edge-to-edge apps by default. So before, sometimes the apps may not be edge-to-edge. Now Android 15 is going to force these applications to be edge-to-edge versus on Android 14, they weren't really like that. So as of right now for the average person, I would still recommend keeping Android 14 on your device, but Android 15 is going to be coming out in the next couple of months, and I'm so excited for it. I can't even wait for it. So in terms of that kind of covers it up there. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.